I've been deeply troubled by the reports of my client's negligence. Under no circumstances was Facebook at all negligent. They acted in the best interest of the consumer, in the best interest of the people that he created Facebook for. He created Facebook originally, my client Mark, to connect people around the world. And now we're hearing reports he's only about the profit, he's only about making money for his shareholders. And I'd like to urge my opponent over on the other side to come up with reasons why Facebook was negligent or acted not ever in the best interest of the consumer.
As my defendant has stated, Facebook is not responsible, but as our research indicates, Facebook lacked any ethical concern for their users in terms of their privacy, allowing third-party apps to take their data and use it for whatever purpose they serve. And in this case, Cambridge Analytica used the data they collected on voters to
The fuck?
What are the questions we're even supposed to be addressing?
what is the key issue?
Don't stop. Continue.
Sure, you keep
So
going.
the key issue is that Facebook hasn't adapted their privacy settings to protect its users from any breaches in their data. Also, the involvement of third parties on their platform has clearly, as I state,
Oh fuck.
has clearly left its users vulnerable to the public view.
What I've just heard from the other side is despicable, really.
Point of inquiry.
What you have here is a case of mistaken identity. It's not Facebook who was going out and acting maliciously or with any ill intent. I will agree. It is a very sad case that people's data was stolen, but you cannot shovel the blame directly to Facebook. There are other parties involved, such as Cambridge Analytica, which went out and sold that data to other companies for a pretty nice profit. I think we have to consider that it's not just Facebook in this problem.
Your Honor, may I inquire with the defendant? Isn't it true? Isn't it true that Facebook allowed these third parties access to data and allowed free of access onto their platform?
I'm going to plead the fifth on that one.
Well, that doesn't answer my fucking question.
Could you restate it?
Okay, as I've previously stated, do you believe that your client has allowed these third-party applications ease of access onto the Facebook platform?
Wait, where was Zuck's part?
Zuckerberg?
I mean, this
He's
screen
not-
went black.
Yeah.
Are you still filming?
Yeah.
Now, I'd just like to ask you, how many people were affected by this data breach?
Well, according to the data we collected from Facebook, we found approximately 54 million people whom were whose data was exposed to the Cambridge Analytica, which led to exposure to them to targeted ads for our what election was it? 2016. For the 2016 election.
And did this have anything to do, I may ask, with the fake news scandal put on by Russia, supposedly? Did this data breach at all affect the 2016 election and its connection with the Russian interference in the election?
My side believes, as a prosecution, that this has no relation with the Russian. Does it have no relation with the Russian?
I have no idea. I was genuinely asking.
Has no relation with the Russian connection and the voter. Clearly, though, there was propaganda. There was propaganda issued through your client's website, through your client's platform, where data was found and taken from several individuals. So, is Facebook at fault? Or is it its users?
Now, I'd just like to again circle back. It is not just Facebook who is involved with this problem. I think you have to also blame the government in some fashion for not having strict regulation and keeping a watch over corporations such as Facebook or Google. Target is another example of a company that's had a data breach. I think that the government really, if they wanted real change and if they truly care about people, their data being protected, I think the government has to intervene in some way and restrict or outlaw this selling of data to third parties. I think that's a major issue.
Well, as the defendant side has currently stated, it should be the responsibility of the government to adjust the privacy settings. Although the government is responsible for the protection of its citizens, it is also the responsibility of these corporations to protect its consumers who have chosen to use this platform because they're assured of this privacy, assured that their data won't be collected and used and misused improperly, and assured that this data collection will not harm them in any way. But has it?
Objection, right there. I'd like to point out that yes, the users are indeed making a choice to use Facebook, but within the privacy and terms of condition agreement, the users are not reading the fact that their data may be used in some way to better the service of Facebook.
Wait.